All right, so here's kind of what happens when you're in this defense and you're sliding your backers, you're reading guards, you're keying things to stop their best two plays. You end up getting a lot of no motion stuff. Okay, so they went all backs left here, um, and they've got their receiver in a nasty alignment. So five's their fullback, 45, who was in a halfback spot as a wing, and then 27's another wing. So they've got all their backs left here. Um, and they're going to run 39 power pitch. They're going to run toss to the B back, okay, fullback. So what happens is you get a lot of no motion plays, okay, which, can be good. It depends on how your personnel can hold up versus theirs, okay. But my point being is, again, our free safety's locked on this tight end, okay. The only thing that would take him off of that would be motion away, all right, and he would slide with it. Um, our corner, we told him all day, wherever that kid goes right there, number 2, you got him. All right, so he's in man coverage. We told him not to worry about a fit at all. We were going to fit the front. Your job is to eliminate him in the passing game, okay, which means they can run the corner off to block him. But we've got plenty of hats without worried about it. All right, so as this play runs, we're going to run toss to the B back, okay? So our outside linebacker here, our force player, does a pretty good job, and we'd like for him to keep his shoulders more square and take that on with his inside pad. All right, but he does a good job of ricocheting off the block. Okay. All right, and then you'll see the corner gets basically blocked by a takeoff. Okay. All right, and then but they caught us. They went on first down. Okay, and they went no motion, so they caught us a little bit here. That play side end up there, the 5, not ready to play. But again, he's at Army, so he kind of figured it out. Backers are running and scraping, but I think the biggest thing you'll see is the free. Okay, as soon as he sees ball off the line and he knows the tight end's not out and a route, he's humming, and you'll see him bring it. And he was a pretty good player for us too. But basically, the force player's got to make sure he keeps everything inside of him until the cavalry can get there. Okay, all right. All right, here's another example of no motion. Okay, getting to their base play. So this is no motion trap. Okay, and it's going to their right, our left defensively. So we don't get motion. Okay, we don't get to move. So our eyes are what our base rules are, which again is for these two inside linebackers is fullback through near guard. Okay, fullback's your flow indicator, near guard's your under key. And we tell them in the verse the wing T, typically, unless you're getting a lot of false pull, which we don't get, the guards are going to take you to the play. Okay? So we'll run it here. All right, and our 3 technique does a good job of getting underneath the pull. Okay, we call that pry. And he's on. We tell the 3 technique he's got to own the midline and play side A. Okay, so he's got to get down and do it. He does a good job. All right, and then our 1 technique does a decent job of getting his hands back to the center and compressing the gap. What I would have liked to have seen is our 3 technique friction that guard more, so he's not on our backside backer right now. And then our play side backer, because again he's reading guard flow. Fullback throw through his guard key. He sees that guard block down. He's going to fill because we know it's trap. Okay. All right. He's getting a pull call from his backside backer. All right. We know it's trap. Fullback's on the midline. He's not on a wide angle flow for power. So we know it's trap. He's going to fill back down inside. All right, so here's jet. Okay. You can kind of see in the picture how we're aligned better. Okay, so again, here's our outside linebacker away from tight end strength. Okay. Here's our safety sitting over tight end. Again, any kind of motion going away from the tight end, the safety would slide. Okay. This is our outside linebacker. His responsibility is interesting. Okay, no motion. He has the wing vertical in the passing game. Okay, safety would have tight end. Okay, the weak force player would have to run with the backside wing vertical. Again, no motion. Okay, all right. And then again, you got a corner out here. You maybe can see their shadows. There's a receiver right here. They're in unbalanced, okay, or over. All right. Again, backers, no motion. Eyes are fullback flow, near guard. And again, fullback flow meaning tight, which is midline, wide, which is power, and then fast flow means he's out of the box like a fullback toss concept, right? Flat, wide, tight, okay? All right. So you're going to see the motion occur, okay? You're going to see these backers start to slide. All right. And you're going to see, we told this kid if the wing blocked down, okay, all right, to force, okay, so bam. Now, again, we don't want him to turn his shoulders in. We like for him to squeeze that alley a little better, okay, instead of widening it, all right, but we want him to force and not let the ball get outside, okay. What that does is frees our safety up here to be able to read this tight ends block and then get downhill, okay. Now, obviously, our play side backer's not very good here, and you've seen a couple different guys there. This was our playoff game. This team in blue had not lost a game in, I guess at this point, it would have been 62 games straight. I mean, they're typically pretty good, and I actually coach on that team now. So, but I want to get through what this makes. So here we go, backside backer sliding. Okay, he sees center reach. Okay, he's going to start to scrape. You'll see him scrape. Okay, and again, he's got to close inside out, track the back hip, but does a pretty good job. Okay, our outside linebacker gets bounced around in there. That's Sam that's stacked as a 9. But again, we wanted him under the wing, which forces that wing to kind of block him. Okay, all right, frees up the force player to force, frees up the safety to fit. All right, that's why we're doing those things. And again, this corner out here, we told him, look, until the ball, the ball is handed off and it's maybe 5 yards downfield, I'll let you make a tackle then. Other than that, you stamp this guy. Keep him from being a player, which he did a great job in this playoff game. During the regular season, he did not. All right, here's a pass play just to show you kind of what you can do, okay? Again, this kid's William Mary, this kid's at Virginia Tech, all right? And they run a hitch, and our kid comes off. And what we taught him to do here, this corner, is we taught him to bail down the midline, okay? Crossover run down the midline, down the middle of the receiver. Don't shade aside, okay? All right? And then plant off that back foot and get downhill fast on hitch, okay? And you'll see it happen here. And then what we told this outside linebacker, no mo, they max protect us, okay? Drift into like a curl flat concept, okay? Just backpedal out. Keep your eyes on your wing to make sure it's not a screen late, something like that, all right? And then just kind of pedal for depth to help get underneath it a little bit. But we really, I mean, if you're playing a wing T team, you got to kind of, you got to make sure you figure out a way to get this guy stopped, okay? All right, so here's an example of what you don't want to do, okay, unless you've really practiced it. All right, so you're going to see us start to slide, and our knucklehead weak side linebacker here, again, this is second half of this game, so, he's trying to make a play. And what happens to us is he compromises the integrity of what we've been coaching. He should be scraping right here, all right, but he blitzes. Okay, and he doesn't get there. Okay, he does make it bubble, but he doesn't get there. Okay, fullback kind of chips him on the way through. All right, and I mean we don't get a tackle for loss in the background. In the backfield, we knew we weren't going to get it. Okay, so something you could maybe think about doing, but you got to practice that. We did not. Okay, this guy should be scraping here. All right, so you see our backers start to slide. Read the center's hat. He reaches. We're scraping, okay, trying to get back downhill, all right? Force players should be forcing, okay, keeping that ball, 25 here, he's our force player, keeping that ball inside, don't let it outside, okay? Our 5-tech doesn't do a great job here, okay? But we've been coaching Jet up all week, so he's running out there, okay? Really, what he should have done is taken on that that tackles block way better, getting off of it, stack the hip, and be up here on the line of scrimmage, and then slide flat. Okay, he's fitting that wrong. But you can see what the motion does to our safety. He'll come across, okay, and he's going to fit downhill, all right? And he's got to fit downhill with an attitude. You got to bang it up in there, okay? All right.